Hello everybody and welcome to On Your Marks English. Today we're going to learn how to master English sentence structure S.V.O. in 10 minutes. This is the secret to building simple sentences. So S.V.O. Subject, verb, and object. The subject is who, the verb is an action, and the object is what. This is On Your Marks English. Let's begin. So, do you ever feel like your English sentences sound messy or confusing? You know the words, but you don't know where to put them. I've heard people say, apples I eat, or I apples eat, but the correct order is I eat apples. Subject I, verb eat, and the object apples. Why does this matter? Clear sentence structure is the foundation of confident speaking. Proper word order makes your meaning clear to listeners. Mastering S.V.O. can build your confidence in conversations. In this 10-minute masterclass, we'll fix this problem forever. So, again, subject, verb, and object. S.V.O. Who is it? What are they doing? What are they doing it to? Remember, in English, the action or the verb almost always comes after the hero or the subject. Let's dive in and master this essential grammar rule. So here we have a sentence. I eat apples. I eat apples. Let's break it down into S.V.O. The subject or the S. This is the who, the person or thing doing the action. In this case, I is the subject. Eat, the verb or the V. This is the action. What is happening? I eat. The subject does. I eat. And finally, apples. The object or the O. This is the receiver of the action. What is the action happening to? The apples are being eaten by me. I eat apples. S.V.O. Very simple. So again, S, subject, who, verb, action, what is happening, object, what is it happening to? So when you want to figure out the subject or the S, ask yourself, who is doing something? I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then for the verb, you can ask yourself, what is happening? I eat, I run, I jump, I sing, I play, I do. Object, O, what is the action happening to? What is affected? I eat apples, I eat bananas, I read books, I jump on the trampoline. Okay, sometimes many English learners mix up the subject, verb, object order, which makes their sentences sound messy or confusing. Here are some examples. Apples I eat or I apples eat. Why is this wrong? Because in English, the verb or the action almost always comes after the subject. Another example. History they study or they history study. Again, why is this wrong? Because the verb needs to follow the subject and the object needs to follow the verb. So this should be, I eat apples, and this should be, they study history. Remember, subject, verb, object is the golden rule of English sentence structure. Let's keep going. We're going to have a little quiz now that you have learned what subject, verb, object is. I'm going to show you a sentence like this one. He swims in the pool, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to identify the subject, the verb, and the object. We have done this one together as an example, but let's have a look. After the 10 seconds has ended, we will look at it like this. So we ask ourselves, who? The person or thing doing the action. So in this case, it's he. He is the subject. V, verb, action. We ask ourselves, what is happening? Swims is the verb. He swims. Object, O, receiver. What is the action happening to? The pool. He swims in the pool. S.V.O. Subject, verb, object. Now it's your turn. Here is a new sentence. Jack writes letters. 10 seconds to find subject, verb, and object. Go. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. If you said Jack is the subject, you are correct. If you said writes is the verb, you are correct. And if you said letters is the object, you are also correct. Who? Jack. What is Jack doing? Jack is writing. Jack writes. And what is he doing it to? The letters. He's writing the letters. Jack writes letters. Let's look at another one. Joanne and I watch movies. 10 seconds. Find the subject, verb, and object. Go. Time is up. If you said, who are the doers? It's Joanne and I. The subject can be two people. What or what is happening? Watch. Joanne and I watch. This is the action word. And object, what or what is affected? Movies. The thing being watch. Joanne and I, subject, watch, verb, object, movies. In English, remember the subject comes first, followed by the verb, and then the object. Let's have a look at another one. The dog chases the ball. 10 seconds. Find the subject, verb, and object. Go. Time's up. Let's have a look. If you said the dog is the subject, you were correct. If you said chases is the verb, you were correct. And if you said the ball is the object, you were also correct. The dog chases the ball. Who or what? The dog. Action or state. Chases. Receiver or team. Object. The ball. The dog chases the ball. Excellent. So now we're going to try and fix some broken sentences. This time we have a subject, Nathan, and we have an object, the newspaper. Now you're going to need to enter the verb. Now think about a newspaper. What is it and what can we do with it? Can we read a newspaper? So Nathan reads the newspaper. Can we eat a newspaper? Nathan eats the newspaper. Or can we write a newspaper? Nathan writes the newspaper. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. Okay. Of course, the correct answer is Nathan reads the newspaper. Subject, verb, object. Nathan, our subject, verb, reads, our object, the newspaper. Yes, we can read a newspaper. You can also write a newspaper, but it's not very likely that Nathan has been writing newspapers. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't eating one. So, of course, the answer is Nathan reads the newspaper. Okay, let's have a look at this one. This time, we have a subject and a verb, but we have a missing object. And there may be more than one correct answer here, so bear that in mind. The sentence is, Paul plays what? Paul plays what? 5 seconds, choose your answer. The guitar, soccer, video games, or the piano. 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. I chose the guitar. Paul plays the guitar. But you could also say Paul plays soccer, or Paul plays video games, or Paul plays the piano. They all work because we have our subject, our verb, and we have an object here. Okay? So Paul plays soccer, Paul plays the piano, Paul plays video games, and Paul plays the guitar. They all work. Okay, now this time we have a verb and an object. The verb is feeds and the object is the cat. But we don't have a who. We have no subject. And I'll tell you again, there is more than one correct answer here. But I'll give you 5 seconds to choose one. He, she, my mom, or they feed the cat. 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. I chose my mom feeds the cat. Just makes sense. I remember my mom feeding the cat when I was a kid. But you also could have said, he feeds the cat. You also could have said, she feeds the cat. Or you also could have said, they feed the cat. Okay? There are many different subjects that we can have. Loads of them. Now, let's have a look here. We got some scrambled words, some scrambled sentences, and we want to put them into the correct order. Which order? The S.V.O. order, subject, verb, and object. So let's have a look at it. Study day history. Doesn't sound correct to me. So let's identify our subject, then our verb, and our object. Let's have a look together. Okay, so we can see the correct order is they study history. Why? They, this is the subject. Study, this is the verb. And history is the object, the thing they are studying. They study history. Now, you're going to try this one on your own. Football, they play. Football, they play. Put this sentence in the correct order. I'll give you 10 seconds and go. Okay, good. Time is up. Let's have a look. If you said they play football, you were correct. Who is studying? No. Who is playing? They are playing. What's the action? Play. And what is being played? Football. They play football. Exactly. Subject, verb, object. Subject, they. Verb, play. Object, football. Excellent. Okay, how about this one? Windows cleans she the. Windows cleans she the. Let's put it in the correct order. 10 seconds and go. Let's have a look. She cleans the windows is the correct answer. She, the subject. Verb, cleans the windows, the object. S.V.O. She cleans the windows. Excellent. Okay, one more. Park visit we the. Park visit we the. Let's put this sentence into the correct order. 10 seconds and go. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. We visit the park. Of course we do. Who is performing the action? We are. What is the action? Visit. What is being visited? The park. We visit the park. S.V.O. Subject, verb, object. We visit the park. Okay. Key takeaways from this lesson. Let's recap. 1. S.V.O. is your guide. English sentences follow the order subject, verb, object. Think of the formula. Who, subject, action, verb, what, object. And practice makes progress. Practice makes perfect. Try and identify S.V.O. in everyday speech and writing. If you master S.V.O., you will always be able to make sentences in English worry-free. And for homework, I want you to write 3 S.V.O. sentences in the comments below. These sentences will help you practice the English sentence structure we have just learned. So, what do you eat? Write about your favorite food. What do you play? Write about your favorite game or sport. And what do you study? Write about what you are learning. Complete the exercises and post your sentences in the comments down below. Thank you very much, guys. Well done, and thanks for watching On Your Marks English. Hopefully, I will see you in the next lesson. The next steps are practice daily. Write 3 S.V.O. sentences every day. Listen and repeat. Listen to English content and repeat sentences. Find a partner, practice with friends or online, and, of course, join our community. Engage with our community for support. It's always more fun to do things with other people. And congratulations on your achievement. You've just learned the foundation of English sentence structure. And with practice, you'll build confidence in your speaking. You're already on your way to becoming a confident English speaker. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video and to learn English with me today. If you ever need any help, you can contact me at info@onyourmarksenglish.com, or you can visit my website onyourmarksenglish.com.